We're excited to bring you the third of our 4 special episodes that showcase how amazing being healthy can be and introduce more new books for you to enjoy and read. Let's get started with today's adventure, Henry and the Parrot Adventure. Henry is sitting down at the library reading when Eric and Vanessa walk over to his table and sit down. "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" Henry asked, very happy to see his friends. "I guess we all had the same idea for what we wanted to do after school," said Vanessa. "Yeah, then we had the same idea for our shirts today," Eric added. Vanessa and Henry both looked down and realized they were all wearing blue shirts and giggled. "That's why we're such great friends," said Eric. "We have so much in common." "Yeah, we have some stuff in common, but I was reading a book called Zombies Don't Eat Veggies, and I realized something. We aren't friends because we have everything in common or like the same things. We're friends because we accept each other's differences. Come on, guys, let's use our imagination and go on an adventure," said Henry. Henry reached into his backpack and pulled out his special feather bookmark, the one he discovered could do more than just hold his place in books. When he uses it and taps into his imagination, it can take him on incredible journeys, even outside the pages. Henry held the bookmark in his hand, closed his eyes for a moment, and then looked out the window again. Henry and his friends look out of the library window and see a green parrot sitting by itself outside the window of an apartment. "What's he doing all by himself?" asked Vanessa. Henry took out his binoculars. These would allow him to get a closer look, and in his imagination, he could use them to hear what was going on. "He sings," said Henry. The parrot was a boy named Peter. Peter loved to sing songs he'd heard, and since he was a parrot, he repeated them perfectly the same way he'd heard them on television, radio, or speaker. "Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back," sang Peter the parrot. "I love that song," said Eric. "Look, here comes another bird," said Henry. A white bird named Alex, the kind of bird you usually see in cities, flew right above where Peter was sitting. He had never seen Peter in the neighborhood before. Peter was the new kid, and Alex wanted to see what he was doing. "Do you think they'll be friends?" asked Eric. "I hope so. The parrot looks kind of lonely sitting there all by himself," replied Vanessa. Henry and his friends waited to see if the white bird and the parrot would like each other. But when the white bird got close enough to hear the parrot singing, he made the kind of face you make when you smell a filthy sock. He's singing," Alex whispered to himself, then he flew away. Peter turned his head and looked up as he saw Alex flying away. "Hey, another little bird like me," Peter thought. "Wait for me, I'm Peter. What's your name? Do you want to play?" yelled Peter. Peter followed after Alex. "Oh no, poor Peter. He's gonna be let down when he realizes that the other bird doesn't want to be his friend," said Vanessa. "Yeah, it looks like he and the other bird don't have anything in common," said Eric. "I bet they have some stuff in common. They just have to be okay with each other being different too," added Henry. "Look, you guys, the bird Peter followed has his own friends," said Vanessa. Alex flew back to his older brother, Fred the Seagull, and his brother's friend, Larry the Seagull. They were sitting on the rooftop of a building. They were the only bird kids around, so they spent a lot of time playing together up there. When Alex got back, he told them about the weird bird he had seen. He hadn't seen him around before, so he must have been new. He was green, and when he got close to the new bird, he caught him singing. Moments later, Peter catches up to Alex. "Oh, hi," Peter said, surprised to see the other birds. "My name is Peter." "This is the bird I was talking about," said Alex. "I saw you flying this way while I was on the windowsill. I tried to get your attention," said Peter. "What's your name?" "You don't need to know my name," responded Alex. "Oh, okay then," said Peter, feeling disappointed. "Is it true that you were singing?" Larry asked Peter. "Oh, yeah," Peter said in an excited voice. Peter continued, "I like singing all sorts of songs. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. And I like to eat veggies like broccoli." Stop that, Larry interrupted with a voice that showed he was annoyed. "You don't like that one? How about this one? Hello, my baby, hello, my honey, hello, my ragtime gal." "Ugh, oh, brother," Larry and Fred interrupted with groans. "What's wrong?" asked Peter with confusion and worry in his voice. "Why do you do that?" asked Fred. "Why do I do what?" asked Peter. "Sing, eat veggies," yelled Larry, Fred, and Alex at the same time. "I like them," said Peter. "It's annoying," said Fred. "Yeah, why are you doing it? Is it for attention? And veggies? Ugh," added Larry. "No," replied Peter. "You think people are going to want to listen to you sing silly songs, eat veggies, and that's how you'll get everybody to be your friend?" asked Larry in an angry voice. Alex began to feel bad for telling his brother and friend about Peter. He didn't know that they would take it this far. "No, I won't sing if you guys don't want to hear it," said Peter. "Will you go away if we don't want you around? We don't want to be your friends. No one does," said Fred. "Okay," Peter said as he looked down and flew away, heading back to his little spot on the windowsill. Larry and Fred laughed as Peter flew away. "I bet he thought those silly green feathers made him special too," said Larry as he giggled. "Yeah," said Fred, sharing a laugh with him. "I'm glad you don't do that ridiculous singing stuff anymore, Alex," said Larry. "I knew my little brother would snap out of it," said Fred. "Yeah, it was silly," said Alex in a sad tone. Henry and his friends continued to watch everything from the library window. "It looks like everything didn't go so well for Peter," said Eric. "It looks like they bullied him away," added Vanessa. "If they won't be his friends, we can be," said Eric. "Okay, it's settled. Everyone wave your arms so he can see us. We'll invite him to play games with us," said Henry. Henry and his friends got Peter's attention and he flew right outside the window. Eric opened it and Peter stepped inside to introduce himself. "Hi guys, I'm Peter." Henry and his friends laughed. "We know," said Henry. "We would like to know if you want to sing for us, Peter," said Vanessa. "No, of course not. I don't sing," said Peter with a nervous laugh. "At least not anymore." "No problem, Peter. We can just play games," said Eric. "Yay!" yelled Peter with excitement. The three of them played fetch, hide, and seek. They shared fun and laughs for hours. Peter had the best time ever, and soon it was nighttime. "I'm glad we met a new friend," said Eric. "Me too," said Peter. "Don't forget, we have to get back to the real world, Eric," said Henry. "Can we bring Peter with us?" asked Eric. "No," said Henry, and Vanessa nodded her head to the left and right, agreeing with Henry. "I guess this is goodbye," said Eric in a sad tone. "Goodbye, friends," said Peter. The friends watched as Peter flew out of the window back to the spot where they first saw him. But there was someone already there when he got there. It was Alex the seagull. He was sitting there singing. "Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring," sung Alex before Peter interrupted him. "Can I sit there too?" asked Peter. "No," Alex replied with a grin. "Sure, you can sit with me, and it's okay that you love veggies too. I think it's kind of cool now." Peter and Alex began singing together. Larry and Fred were out looking for Alex when they found him at this spot. "What are you doing, Alex?" "Alex," Larry said again after being ignored. Fred sat next to his brother Alex and began singing with them, and with no other choice, Larry eventually followed them. "See, no matter what differences we have, if we accept each other, we can be friends," said Henry. "Definitely, a happy ending after all," added Eric. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Henry's Library. DTevieyus Joiner wrote this story, and we're so glad you could be part of today's adventure. Please share this episode with your friends and family, and we'd love to hear from you. Send us a voice message or write to us at hi@whatisblack.co to let us know what you learned about being friends and loving veggies, and what you enjoyed most about the show. The books featured in this episode can be found at your local library or bookstore. We especially encourage you to support your neighborhood independent bookstores. They're a great place to discover new stories and build community.